Global Times, 13 September 2022. China has expressed severe concerns to the IAEA on spreading AUKUS nuclear weapons, yet has transferred nuclear technology to Pakistan and North Korea. According to a Chinese diplomat, China claims to have prevented attempts by some nations to take control of the International Atomic Energy Agency's Board of Governors regarding the transfer of nuclear material under the terms of the agreement for the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine. On Monday, the IAEA board established a standalone item to discuss the China proposal. China said on Tuesday that the agreement for the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine runs the risk of the spread of nuclear material with the potential to be converted into nuclear weapons by Australia, a country without nuclear weapons, without much difficulty or outside oversight. China, which provided Pakistan with nuclear power plants and weaponry, must give many explanations. Before she talks about Australia, China has a lot to account for as it provided Pakistan with nuclear power plants and weaponry. The Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons (NPT) requires that the IAEA Board of Governors meeting by consensus 4 times a row to discuss the transfer of nuclear materials in the context of AUKUS and its safeguards in all respects. Wang Qun, China's permanent representative to the UN headquarters in Vienna, claims that the meeting was called at China's request. Wang made his comments following the recent publication of a study on AUKUS, which was developed to protect Australia against the Chinese threat, by IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi. The US, UK, and Australia are being urged to uphold their non-proliferation obligations, according to Wang. Still, the 3 nations are attempting to set up a separate agenda item on the subject to take control of the IAEA Secretariat, cover up their proliferation activities, and foment divisions within the organization. According to China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the AUKUS nuclear submarine cooperation contradicts the NPT's intent and goals and reached extra vires, false judgments about issues that member states should have decided. The US, UK, and Australia were used in this report to defend their actions, although it did not address the international community's top worries over the risk of nuclear proliferation via China. According to the mandate of the IAEA Secretariat, the agreement for the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine goes beyond the current international non-proliferation regime. It is a defense pact against Chinese hegemony. Wang explained that because of this, the 3 countries involved could not resolve the issue independently, while IAEA member states must do so. To build 8 nuclear-powered submarines for Australia, a non-nuclear weapon state, the arrangement could include the transfer of tons of weapons-grade nuclear materials in the form of highly enriched uranium. To strengthen Australia's defences against China. It will undermine the strategic stability and balance against China and spur other nations to increase their nuclear arsenals in response to the Chinese threat. From a technical standpoint, Australia can easily make weapons out of weapons-grade nuclear materials for submarine reactors with the help of the US and the UK, the same way China helped Pakistan acquire atomic weapons. Since submarines operate below and are quiet by nature, the international community would also find it challenging to monitor and verify whether the 3 countries would have followed through. Analysts argued that this is why the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine agreement is so risky for China and needs to be halted before nuclear proliferation begins, as other nations could produce nuclear weapons to combat Chinese bullying.